Welcome back to the KickNPost YouTube channel. It's your host, Amal Thompson and Chris Perry. We gave y'all
Yes,
the
sir.
Dolphins. We gave y'all, who did we give y'all? The Bengals.
The
Based on
Bengals.
where we uploaded this, maybe we've given y'all the Browns. Who knows? But right now, we're giving y'all the Jets. How you doing
Yes,
today?
sir.
Again.
Man, I'm good. I'm great. I'm eating steak. I'm on a date. I don't use a plate.
Oh, wait, what?
I ain't never late.
Oh, well,
Sometimes I like to skate.
really? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the weekends I go to the roller rink and
I don't believe you.
I don't. You're right.
So much about the skating. You liar. Anyway. I think, a pretty detailed reason on why Miami is not going to do as well as people expect this year. Go check that out
Yeah.
in the card. We'll post the card on this one. We'll try to keep all the AFC East ones together. But the
For sure.
Jets, man, the Jets. How are you feeling about the Jets before we get into their schedule? They did a lot of additions this offseason, mainly in the draft. They went super young. I think they had one of the best drafts of the entire NFL draft. I know we were supposed to
Yeah.
do draft coverage, but we'll do that another day. But how you think they did based on the picks they had, who they took, and all that?
All right, you ready? In New York, concrete jungle where
didn't expect to get
dreams
a
are
performance this morning. I'm
made
excited.
of. All right, I tried. I got New York coming back to relevance today, or not today, but this year. They don't have the best season, but they will be a team to keep up with. They're exciting. They got Zach Wilson, who I didn't like at all coming out of BYU,
Fair.
but I'm a believer. Like, I've seen enough. Just give him the weapons, give him a line, and he can go to work, man. He can really
You
do
think
something. So,
you think that's all it's needed?
yeah, because that was his biggest knock coming out of BYU is like he didn't have too much pressure. He had all the time in the world to make these throws, which is good, but it's like that's not really ideal for the league. But if you can get that, then he will show you what he's capable of. They just got Garrett Wilson, monster. They got Elijah Moore, monster. They got the forgotten monster Corey Davis, one of college receiver greats. Like, go look at his highlights. He would
Yeah.
dog other grown men on the field. Like,
Western Michigan's
people,
finest, right?
yeah, they forget about him. A couple injuries, but like, what? He's like on his fourth year in the league. Like,
He had a bit of a
dog.
late breakout. We won't lie. He had a bit of a late breakout, but when he did break out, he looked pretty solid.
Yeah, like he's still a player, man. So not only they have those three, they just took my boy CJ. He ain't the best, but he's serviceable. We'll give him that. Who Dey Nation. They just drafted buddy from Iowa State, right?
Brees Hall. That's the
Yeah,
big one.
Brees. I was gonna say Bryce. I knew his name wasn't Bryce, but yeah. How do you look at a baby and name it Brees? Like, what is Brees?
Brees is an interesting name. I won't lie.
Okay, but he's a dog nonetheless. So they got him, they got Michael Carter, like they got a couple pieces. And not only that, that's just the offense. Like they just got Sauce Gardner. They stole Carl Lawson from us, who's coming back from an ACL injury, I believe. So dog again. I want to say they drafted that
Last
one D
chance
tackle like 2 years ago, monster.
They got last chance use finest.
Yeah, they
Jermaine
got Buddy
Johnson,
from
too.
Florida State. Like, they have a chance to put it together, so I'm expecting it. Just like they are. Like, it's going to be a decent season, something to build upon for the future.
And a sneaky pickup. I know. Me and my fantasy talk, but they got Jeremy Ruckert, who was projected to be a huge pass catching tight end when he went to Ohio State. But then Ohio State had like 5 of the best receivers in the last
Who?
10 years. Jeremy Ruckert.
They got him this year?
Yeah, they drafted him this year. Or
What
picked him,
round?
yeah. I don't remember. It was late though, like 5th.
He's supposed to be good?
Yeah, he's supposed to be nice. He's gonna be one of those guys where I might make a video like this if I feel inclined. But 5 college players who are gonna be better NFL players than they were college players. I think he's gonna outdo what he did in college in the pros, because
Know
he's
what?
going to a situation where Uzama's okay. They have Tyler Conklin too. I think he's all right, but like,
All right, yeah.
yeah, I think
There's a
Jeremy
chance
Ruckert,
for him
like,
to
he's
win
just
that
gonna
job
be
with
nice.
ease. Like,
Yeah.
you just got to be above average. That's it.
Exactly, and depending what they're trying to get out there, what schemes they're trying to run, he's probably going to be their best pass-catching tight end. Not this year, because, tight ends take a little while to kind of get acclimated to the league. I could see, like,
Yeah.
year 2, year 3, that boy going crazy.
Yeah, he gonna go to
that
tight
spot.
end university this offseason, get right from the greats, and he gonna be loading up soon. I can see it. I just gotta check out his highlights, though, because I actually have no idea.
Stash
Who this
that boy
person
on your
is?
taxi squads. Yeah, you're not gonna see much, but he had a couple big games for Ohio State in the playoffs. Not this one,
Okay.
probably the last one. But again, look at the weapons on the field. You're asking that man to get targets when you got Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams had to leave to get targets, right? Chris Olave, like
Yeah.
there's too many people out there. Right? We like talking about
That's
LSU
facts.
receivers, but that team went deep with the receiving talent too for a few years in a row now too. So anyway,
Yeah. Okay, boss.
I'm just saying they gonna match up pretty well. Smith and Jigba gonna be a dog.
Okay. So let's get straight to it.
Let's get
Let's
straight
start
to
with the first 3 games. What you got going on for the Jets?
You say first 3, I say first 4.
Hey, that worked too.
Else to open the season,
All of them?
all of them.
What? I got them going 2-2 during that stretch.
All right, so give me your 2 and 2.
I got the Ravens a loss. The next week Browns is a win. The third week Bengals is a loss, of course, and then the week 4 Steelers is a dub. Easy dub.
Can we talk about how they gave the Jets probably one of the toughest opening 4 games in their division? I'm looking.
Yeah, they gave us our conference.
I know. I'm
They opened
looking
it up.
through. You got Miami's pretty close. Pats, Ravens, Bills, Bengals, right? But
Yeah.
to give them Baltimore week 1, then you have to go into Cleveland, into the dog pound where everything is looking like a suspension. So I'm just gonna talk like it's suspended. Where you're
Yeah.
going up against most likely Baker-led Browns, which is continuity, which is something they already know they will have to get acclimated to. So I feel like that's still good enough to pull the Cleveland out a win, especially since they're at home.
Yeah,
Then-
I mean, their D is still elite, so you're right.
Yeah.
They should win. I just am a Browns hater.
No,
so.
you like the Jets. That's fine. I'm not going to
Love
go
'em.
against that. But I am because I got them losing.
I'll bet the
And
Jets
then-
that week. I'll put that on paper. I might just throw 100 on them, to be honest, because
On
I
the
know the
Jets?
odds are going to be crazy. I'll take it.
I hope you're betting on the point spread and not just a straight up money line on that one.
Straight up, baby.
I mean, hey man, you got to spend it. Bengals, yeah, we know that already. We have high hopes
Well,
for the Bengals.
they
regular
worked
season.
us last year, so we definitely
Yeah, but
have
it
to
was
beat
Mike
them
White.
this year.
It was Mike White. Y'all wasn't ready for Mike White to start.
They gave us like 400 yards. Like,
I would
it
like.
was...
would
I
like
actually
to
lost a
again.
lot of money that week on that game because, of course, I bet big on the Bengals, but I wasn't mad because if it takes 400 yards from a person that's on his second start in his career, like, you just got to eat that, you know?
I might throw another card on this video, but I was talking fantasy teams and setting my lineups in all 17 of my leagues at the time, and on video, I picked up Mike White.
That
And I
week?
think, yeah, and I said
Dog.
I might have to start him this week because of how little depth I had on that roster.
Yeah.
Boy went crazy.
What a play. That's
I
what?
became a Mike White fan. Yes, thank you. Didn't do much with that roster after that, but
Oh,
made
hell
it to the
no.
playoffs, came in 4th. But I hear the Mike White talking. They put up 400 on you, blah 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 blah. I think your defense will be ready to kind of show the Jets like, yo, this ain't don't get comfortable. This ain't gonna be a year-to-year thing. So
Oh, for sure.
I think they show out at home, and then Pittsburgh at home. I mean Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Tough to win that
Ooh.
game away,
Ooh.
no matter who's at quarterback. I don't think the Jets defense is like that yet. We like to talk about the quarterbacks in Pittsburgh struggling with probably reading coverages, especially if it's Kenny Pickett. Trubisky hasn't had the best luck with that either, but I think you have, again, Sauce is nice, but he's a rookie,
Yeah, I think that Sauce is, like, welcome to the league for him. It's like, because
Yeah.
who's tossing the ball? Who's throwing the pigskin? Trubisky? Come on.
So
on.
you got him balling out there. I got
Easily.
them possibly losing that game. Well, yeah. So I think they start off the year slow.
Okay.
But game 5, they pick up their first dub against Miami at home.
Yes, sir. We got that.
Green Bay, in Green Bay, L.
Yeah, big ass L. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Broncos in Denver, huge L.
Mile high. Got to be a L.
Yep. Here's one that you think you would never hear in the last 10 years. Patriots in New York. I got the Jets pulling it out. W.
Yes, sir. You got the same.
Lot to say about the Patriots roster. I just don't believe they have the weapons. While all these young quarterbacks were getting assisted by their organizations and GMs are drafting guys to help them out, the Patriots took Tyquan Thornton, a track star. I don't believe he is the wide receiver that they should have went with there. You still had pretty solid options on the board. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, Sky Moore was still up there. I loved his talent out of Western Michigan. There were a couple options. Even, I don't know if John Mitchell was there, but they kind of reached on a guy that they, again, which was the theme of their draft, reach on people they could get later. They went with the fastest option, and I don't think it's going to pan out very well. So I got him going into Buffalo to play the Bills. Loss.
Yeah, big L. And yeah, we can just move on from that.
And then I talk smack about the Patriots. But I think going into Gillette Stadium, Patriots will still pull them out one. They'll split. They'll beat the Jets here in Gillette.
Oh, you got them beating. Oh, you got the Patriots beating the Jets.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got that too.
So they'll split. Then we go to
sure.
Chicago at home for the Jets. W. I think Chicago's offense is even worse than the New England offense.
Yeah, they just lost a man too.
What?
They just lost another guy too. Cohen.
Yeah, they didn't have him last year either though.
But they were expecting to have him this year.
Yeah,
I know you're big on Herbert, but he was still the 2. Like, we just knew he was a limited 2.
Yeah, but his style of 2 was more of a playing in the slot 2. They weren't gonna run in between the tackles like that anyway. But yeah, that type of weapon, speed, agility, to lose him, it's a tough blow. I was looking to see who they added. They added Tajay Sharp. Whoopee. Like, I don't understand. If you're investing in your young quarterback, why aren't we going after guys like, why aren't you pulling up to Odell's front door like, yo, I know we suck, but here's like $10 million a year. Like, come help our boy, produce.
Right.
Come help our boy.
You would think it'd be that easy, but I feel like you just overthink all these moves.
He said he's not playing for free this year. So
who?
Odell.
Oh, I wouldn't either. He just came off his second ACL tear. Like, you got to get paid.
Exactly.
Or you're not going to get paid. Like, I mean, granted, he has a bunch of money. He got a lot of partnerships, so he's straight. But you still got to max out on your talent. It's just in any job. If you're not maxing out, that's your own fault. So
that's a fact.
I think he still goes to a contender. He plays his cards right. He waits it out. It's going to be a matter of time before someone's going to be forced to pay him.
Green Bay's right there. That's all I'll say. Green Bay's right there. I got them going into, is that Minnesota next?
Yeah, Minnesota.
Yeah. I'm going into Minnesota, copping a dub.
Yes, sir.
I know. Wild. I wonder what Minnesota's record is going to look like with all these people I got copping dubs against them. And then I got them going to the Bills, loss. They're going to get swept by the Bills, but that's okay. I have the Bills sweeping almost the entire division, I'm pretty sure.
That's safe to say.
What?
That's safe to say.
Yeah. I thought you said that's sick to say. I was like, ooh.
Oh, no. Pretty safe. I mean, I don't see the Bills going undefeated, but I could see the Bills going undefeated at the same time.
I see it getting pretty close. Not
yeah,
to jump
real
ahead,
close.
But I see it getting pretty close.
It's just that it's football. It's the way the sport is. It's really hard to go perfect. Like, it's just reality, no matter how good you are. So
that's a fact. Anything can happen on any given day. Mike White can start and tear your team up for 400-plus passing yards.
But don't remind me. I get nightmares every night about that, man. Every night.
We got Lions in New York. W for them boys, the Jets.
Yeah, I got the dub.
They play the Jags in New York. And I got the Jags losing.
Oh,
that's what they'll be doing.
I was about to say, you better not, boy. That's the end of the season. That's tankathon for y'all.
I got you. Nah, we gonna lose that game. Come on now.
At least this time when you get the number 1 pick, you could trade it since it'll have a little bit more value.
I know. We could probably, it'll be like a Bryce Young, CJ Stroud situation. We're definitely gonna move that thing this time for picks. Finally. I got them going into Seattle, copping a dub.
Okay.
And I got them closing out the season in Miami with a loss.
I'm
for
about
a
to say we
healthy
almost
record.
had damn near same schedule. I got them losing the finale to Miami.
Yeah, I
Or
got
no,
him
I have them
losing.
winning. I have them
Oh,
winning.
you have him winning? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess
So
that's a
what do you
big
have their
switch. I
record
have him at
as?
7-10.
I think I have them at 9-8. Oh shit! Hold
Wait,
up.
you have him at 9-8? Okay, hold on. You got to go back and look. Tell me how they get to 9-8.
I got them at 9-8. Hold up. Okay. Okay, so we got the
It sounds like you're
week
trying to
2
pull a
dub
bet.
against the Browns. We got a
Okay.
week 4 and 5 dub, Steelers and Dolphins.
Mhm.
We got a week 8 dub, 6-7-8 against the Patriots.
Mhm.
We got a bunch of L's. So let me go. Week 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I got them beating the Bears and then the Vikings, the Lions, the Jags, Seahawks, and the Jets. Yeah, it's 9.
Okay.
Jets are back, baby.
So you got him at 9-8.
Yes, sir.
If you're a Jets fan, which it sounds like Chris is a Jets fan,
Never been till today.
they will take that type of record 100%.
Hey.
I want to do a little bit of fun stuff right here. Give me over under on these two players. Now,
Okay.
Price Picks has not Bryce Young's. What am I talking about? Brees Hall's rushing over at 850.5 yards. Do you have him going over that or under that?
If they go
For
9
the
and
whole season.
8, that's close because he's gonna be around that 800 mark. I just
I mean, hey man, he's projected to
I'm
be
gonna
that guy.
go.
So what are
I'm
you
gonna go
thinking?
over. I'm gonna go over just because they do go 9 and 8. They're gonna have a strong run game. I just don't know if he completely takes it over from Michael Carter. Like I know they drafted him in the second round, but they also didn't Michael Carter was like a third round last year,
I think so. I don't
like
think
late
it's much of
second,
a
early third,
question
something
though.
like that. So we're gonna see how these OTAs go, how the camp goes this
Yeah.
offseason. But I don't see him taking too much of the workload from Carter because they're gonna be like a committee type thing, like 1A, 1B. Just in certain packages, one might have that over the other. It just depends on how the game goes. But I could see him going over 800. But if he does, he ain't going for 1,000. It'd be like 850, 860.
I'd
I
like to
would
argue
bet the
that
under.
he won't.
Thinking about that, I'll bet the under because he's not hitting
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah. I'd like to argue that he won't start the season off as like the second option. But there was a time, I know a lot of people forget, when JT got drafted,
Yeah.
Marlon Mack was the starter going into the year. Marlon Mack tore his Achilles on like the first series. So
Yeah.
it's possible. Rookies are still rookies. I mean, JT didn't really have OTAs to go through. I think it was like right as COVID started breaking. He didn't have a great OTA season. But it's anything can happen no matter the investment. And then I have another fun one. Garrett Wilson. I'm pretty sure his line was set at 750.5 receiving yards. Do you think he gets over that?
Yeah, he gets over that.
Really? That was
Yeah.
quick. That was confident. Even in the
Because
offense
there's
that
just he's gonna be
Elijah
the number
Moore, Corey
one,
Davis.
whereas like any one of them could be Elijah could be the number one, Corey Davis could be the number one, but they just took him 10 overall, so it's gonna focus more around him. But they have some like Elijah Moore is good. He didn't really have too much help because Corey Davis would be injured. Corey Davis should be healthy this year, and then you add Wilson, so it's like, come on, I could easily see that with what he gonna get 6+ targets a game. So
So Hammer Wilson's futures.
yeah, I mean, I would take that. Is that like the actual line right now?
I think on Prize Picks, yeah, it's 750.5 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Might be
Yeah,
lower.
I'm actually gonna take that because like I think that's pretty easy. Talent's there. Like shit, he ain't nothing crazy. He ain't no Chase or nothing. Don't get me wrong.
That's
But
the thing. I think people are falling in love with the Chase and the Justin Jefferson receiving years, because usually these wide receivers they don't go crazy like that first year, but people fall in love with those. But I understand your reasoning for sure. Garrett Wilson, you think the offense
yeah,
is going to take a huge step forward, so
like
it's
if
just
he
a
was in
matter
a
of how he
situation like
acclimates.
Chase was, or like how Justin Jefferson was, where they only have like one other receiver and they have to be the true one at some
Yeah,
point, it'd be a lot harder. But I feel like for the Jets, every week's gonna be a different game plan. They can focus on Garrett, they can focus on Elijah, they can on Corey, and they're gonna just take what the defense gives them, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah.
if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'd rather have a rookie try to beat me than like a more established vet. Like Corey Davis was taken off towards the end of the year, definitely in the red zone. Elijah Moore, a lot of teams are aware of him, so it's It's going to be between Moore and Wilson on how they get beat through the air majority of the time.
Okay, okay. I have no arguments with that. I think that's a solid breakdown of how his rookie year will go. You're kind of swaying me to go with the over on that one, even though I was a
Yes,
little
sir.
skeptical.
Hey, yes, sir. Let's win this money together, baby.
What I'm disappointed in is I missed Brees Hall 650.5 was what his line was at one point for rushing over. That was
that's easy
money.
gonna happen.
That was free money. But you
What?
know,
How many
we
yards a
live.
week is that?
17 game season. Shoot, you asking me to do math right now?
Yeah, that's
Let's
38 yards a game. Come on.
Yeah, it was
Come
something
on.
nuts like that. Yeah, it was wild. I don't know why that line was set initially, but they changed that quickly to 850.5.
Damn.
But yeah, big things to come from the Jets. It sounds like. Even at 7-10, I feel like that's very respectable for where they're coming from. Can't wait to see how their season pans out. If they hit that 9-8, they're going to be one of the most exciting teams in the entire NFL. I don't care that they lose 8 games. To flip the script like that, that means they're doing some stuff on offense and excelling on defense. So very excited to see it. This has been another schedule prediction, AFC East edition. We will be back hopefully soon with
We will.
presumable champions of the division and usually perennial champions of the division and how they pan out. All right? But until the next one, peace.